Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. The give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch. The ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers, force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of the bounce.
They're trying to... The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him. In the end zone, safety, baby.
Offense set on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Trainer. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. The throw. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the penalty.
Great job by the safety. You see safeties back in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, understanding where he's throwing the football. Great break, great interception.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And chunk plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Back to throw. It's Vandergrift. Moves around to clear up the vision. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback. And I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and 1.
The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buys it, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a man. It's Trainer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Penn State 7, Kentucky 2.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. He'll throw it. He's got his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He's going to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaa. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Needing to move the chains, here comes Kentucky on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ncaa.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're going to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ncaa. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Comes out throwing on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's White. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his man. It's Trainer. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Going up top on first down. On the run, still looking. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Buys a little time with his feet. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll run it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Vandergriff. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kentucky 8, Penn State 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Looking to throw, it's Allard. He makes a grab, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. The offense coughs it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. Why not double the try total and go for 2? He's looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds space on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. To the air. It's Aller. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Looking left. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish. Ready to try the point after.
is on.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waning moments. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. Well, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. On the ground, it's Etienne. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The play-action fake. Ball in the air, intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Broncos have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Bell. And he's still running after the move. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the offensive line moving to the unblocked defender and giving their quarterback a beautiful pocket to throw to there.
He wants to throw. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking to pass. It's back. Throwing right. Got his man. Touchdown Bulldogs. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Boise State.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man down the middle. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Back to the air one more time. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking off. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The returner will field it and try to do some business. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Wide open downfield. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Bell. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did it.
Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's...
And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. Right down the boulevard. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Grab near the marker. It's Etienne. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Now sliding to his left. Put pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner or Champ Bailey or Keely Ringo and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running.
Touchdown, Dogs! And that one will give them the lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wagner. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Broncos! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to run for it. He breaks a tackle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 6 with the catch and score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Talk about stepping up in a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his op.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And just an outstanding return takes it back to the 7-yard line.
That play could not have happened at a better time if you're this defense. You're trailing by 1 possession. You need to find a way to steal it, and they get the interception. Here we go. An opportunity now to at least go down and tie the game.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
The snap sets up the throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Back to pass, it's back. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots, put some pressure on the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Ripping through the defense. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get...
Touchdown, Boise State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's Beck. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.